And welcome to Enfys Tarot. Today is Wednesday, February 19th, 2025. We are in Pisces season now, so I don't know what to expect. Let's see what's coming in. I'm going to be doing the all zodiac signs tarot reading today. So if you're new to this channel, when you come into the room, let me know what your zodiac sign is, and I will read those in order. I will not be taking questions today, just doing zodiac sign readings. So at the end of the recording, I'll go back in and fix it with some timestamps. So if you need to check in later, it'll be easier for you to find your zodiac sign. But I hope everyone enjoys the reading today. I'm feeling a sense of calm, sense of peace. I've had time this morning to get myself centered and focused, and I'm ready to pull some cards for you all. So let's go ahead. I'm going to reach into the box of zodiac stones. First, we will be reading for Libra. Could we have a reading for Libra, please? And I want to make sure that the stones are in the picture so that it's easier for people to navigate until I get those timestamps in. Could we have a reading for Libra, please? And I see some people coming in. Hi, Mila. Hello, how are you? I'm glad to see you here. Today is the all zodiac signs reading. That means that if you put your zodiac sign into the chat box, I will read them in order of appearance. That way you don't have to wait too long. Right now we are reading for Libra. What does Libra need to know this week? This feels good. Okay, strength. The strength card coming in. Now remember, guys, oh, good, you're right on time. The strength card is about inner strength. It's about being able to navigate a situation without too much force. The strength comes from within. So let's find out what is coming in this week. Some of you guys are going to be making choices. It looks like you're making some plans. Maybe you're having a hard time getting people to agree with you. Maybe you're having a hard time getting people on board. And you're finding it kind of difficult to express your energies. It's like you're trying to make plans and you're trying to figure out how you're going to juggle all this. You want to make something happen, but you're not quite sure yet how things are going to fall into place. And it's because there are some people, I think, that might be depending on you and you don't want to stop helping them. Let's get some more on that. Okay, Libras, while you're navigating this situation, there are going to be people in your life who are relying on you and you're going to want to be there for them. There are also people in your life who are relying on you, but it's for the purpose of kind of taking advantage of the situation. Like they've grown to, they've learned to depend on you, and it's actually not your place to help them any longer. It's like they need to manage their own growth. They need to figure things out on their own. And if you can take a look as you're making these plans at who in your life maybe doesn't necessarily need your assistance any longer, then you can focus your assets better. You can allocate your energies in a healthier way that works for you and works for the people who you should be helping out, and you're giving the people who are leaning on you too heavily their own opportunity for growth. Is there wow, you're going to have to let go of some of the work that you're carrying for other people. There are some people who just simply are asking too much of you, and it is going to cause a conflict. They've grown to rely on your help, and they're gonna be upset. It may disrupt your family life a little bit. This could be someone in your family, but there's an opportunity that's going to come out of all this. So sometimes it does require a little disruption, a little conflict, a little contrast. you know, it's the disagreement sometimes that pulls the truth to the top. So for Libras, it's important for you to reassess how you're balancing things right now so that you have a better understanding of how to move forward. And it is going to require strength, inner strength, not force, not brute force. That inner strength and calm. It's like being the staff in the water. You know, you just kind of say, this is my boundary, this is what it is now, and it's time for everyone to sort of navigate around that, okay? And it's going to help everyone. It's just simply not yours to do any longer in some aspects of your life. So thank you for that Libra reading. That was really pretty profound, and I think that it's an excellent time, especially entering Pisces season, to figure out that balance, you know, the yin and yang, learning how to move forward without taking too much from others and without allowing others to take too much from you. Sorry, my allergy medicine hasn't quite kicked in yet this morning. All right, let me take a look here. Oh, Stephen Yuri, you're never late. I do not have a set time that I do these. When I know that it's going to be sometime in the morning that I'm going to sit down between like 9 and 11, and I kind of have to wait until I'm called to sit down at the table. You know what I mean? So it's got to be kind of flexible, but I'm glad you got the notification that I'm on right now. Lighthouse Dreamer, hi. Mila, you are so very welcome. Well, guys, I did a reading for Libra. Who would like me to pull their zodiac sign next? Let me know in the chat box what your zodiac sign is, and that is who I will pull for next. I'll take a moment to clear out the Libra energy. That feels good. Yeah, that feels really good. I feel like for some Libras hearing this today, they're going to be able to take a deep breath and be like, oh yeah, I don't have to do everything for everyone. That's not mine. Silly me, you know? It's kind of like one of those feelings. Sagittarius. Let's do Sagittarius. Oh, I hope it's a beautiful snow. Oh, and Taurus. You know what? Taurus came in and then Sagittarius came in. So, hey, it's Carissa. Hey, it's Carissa. Hey, Carissa. We're going to pull for Taurus and then we'll do Sagittarius. Let me find my Taurus stone. Okay. Could we have a reading for Taurus, please? You know that feeling of getting ready to like release an arrow? I'm getting that feeling like Taurus is in position right now where they're aiming and they're right at that moment where they get really still and take a deep breath before releasing the arrow. That is coming in really clearly for me right now. That reading for Taurus, please. What does Taurus need to know this week? Here we go. Taurus, you might be letting go of some pain this week. Some pain that's been a burden on you. A pain that has, up until this point, prevented you from accepting opportunities. And look at these cards. You're releasing something. You're releasing something very painful. You're moving on from something that has been a big burden to carry. It's caused you a lot of effort, a lot of work, and you're still feeling it. Like you still have that burden. You still are carrying that. But this week, be prepared. You're going to be able to release some of that. It's something that has up until this point been preventing you from taking opportunities, and I'm understanding that these are opportunities of growth for you. Ways in which you can kind of achieve the next level of self-actualization. The Chariot in reverse, changing course. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. What am I sneeze? Okay. Hierophant in reverse. Seven of Cups upright. Okay, so definitely, whatever this pain is, this weight that you have been carrying, you have carried as long as you need to carry it. And it hasn't been in vain, because that weight has kept you a bit tethered, a bit grounded. There's this sense of like, okay, when I release this pain, what do I expect? Is it going to be chaos? Am I going to know what to do with it? And you've been like holding it in, you know. Now it is time absolutely for this shift. It's like suddenly you're going to have this idea of where to put this new energy that you're going to experience. And you're going to start thinking of those things. The idea is not going to come first. The release is going to come first. Okay? That's an important key factor. If you're waiting for the solution to present itself, and that's when you're thinking, okay, when I see the target, I'll release the arrow. You're never going to release the arrow. You're holding it back like this, and you've been holding it back and holding it back. You got to just let the arrow go and see where it lands. And that's going to be your direction. Okay? Choices, you're going to be coming to a crossroad. I mean, you are at a crossroads with this. Do you continue moving forward under this weight, or do you release the arrow and see where you're going next? Release that arrow. You're going to find the truth by releasing that arrow. All right, release the pain, let go of the burdens, allow the opportunities to come in. You're going to be happy that you did. It's going to be a new clarity, a new opportunity, a new enlightenment, a new truth, something that you haven't yet seen before. So Taurus, I'm really rooting for you to allow that pain to just go. Just let it fall away, and then see where that puts you energetically, spiritually, and what that brings to mind, what the new birth will be as a result. So that's a really powerful reading for Taurus this week. I'm absolutely rooting for you guys. You're ready. You're totally ready, and the universe is ready for you. So good on you. All right, thank you for that Taurus reading. And that is very Taurus energy, you know, like trying to make sure that all your ducks are in a row before you act, and, you know, making sure everything is planned and having a semblance of like control over a situation. So being asked to act on this, where you're releasing the arrow without a clear target, is going to be challenging for some of you, and it's going to be very much against your nature. That's why the Hierophant was in reverse. The Hierophant represents tradition and the things that we do over and over again, the tried and true way. And you're being asked right now to like change things. Maybe not forever. This isn't a permanent solution. You're not being asked to, have a brand new personality or way of doing things. It's just in this moment. okay? In this moment, you're being asked to change things up. Thank you for that Taurus reading. Okay, and then we're going to do Sagittarius. Sagittarius was called in next, and then I'll take a look at the comments and see who is after Sagittarius. Could we have a reading for Sagittarius, please? Wow, the shift in energy that I'm experiencing between these zodiac readings today is pretty immense. Very diverse. Taurus had that that steady readiness, you know, and then Sagittarius is coming in like, I almost feel like they're antsy. Like, what are we getting into next? Like, what's next? What's next? Ready to go. Excitement, like a nervous anticipation of something good about to happen, you know? And also slight feeling of like nervous energy, like bored, like I gotta get into something. Gotta get my hands in something. What is that? What does Sagittarius need to know this week? Yeah. Okay, so for some of you, you're still you're looking around and you're not super happy with the way things are. And you're like, okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? Let go of the things that aren't working, okay? You've got this 5 of Swords coming in, and this represents, like, when it's upright, it really represents a no-win situation where just people don't feel great about how something happened. Everybody walks away disappointed. There's a sense of defeat in that card. When it's in reverse, oftentimes it represents cutting your losses. And some of it has to do with family or finances. Okay, so I think some Sagittarians out there are like, okay, I don't know how to navigate this situation. I know that something's wrong. I know that I have to do something, and it has to do with family or finances. Could be both. You don't yet have a solution. You don't have a place that you can direct your energy, and that's why it's nervous, and that's why it's excited. It's like, okay, I'm ready. I'm going to fix it, but I don't know how to fix it. Too many ideas. You need a partner. You need to look for a partner. Okay, you need a comrade, someone who's going to support you, someone you can talk through things with. Even if it's somebody you can just call on the phone and say, hey, I just need a couple minutes of your time to kind of unleash all of these thoughts that are swirling around in my head so that I have that sounding board. And you can start sort of like getting that clarity and getting that, seeing what fits for you right now. Yeah, it doesn't quite fit yet. Your Magician is in reverse. So it's like, you know, you got to do something. You don't know what to do. You don't know what this needs to look like. It's tough to navigate. You need a partner. There's a bit of chaos, and there's also a bit of like trying too hard to control an outcome. And it's a lot of work. It's a big burden to carry. You definitely are getting the cut your losses message in this reading. Sagittarians, if you are feeling disappointed, please do not choose complacency, okay? It's never going to bring you contentment. You got to be willing to, I hate to say this because I absolutely cannot stand this analogy, but you got to crack a few eggs to make an omelet. I'm sorry, I just said that out loud. I really hate that analogy or that metaphor. But that's kind of what we're talking about here. Like you gotta cut your losses. You gotta be willing to let go of things that you're not up until this point ready to let go of. You've got to be willing to accept that the decisions you're making are not going to please everyone. You might be hoping that you can figure out a win-win situation, or make it so that everybody is in agreement with you about something. And I'm feeling like it might not be the case, and you might have to let go of that idea in order to get out of this sense of dissatisfaction. You know, it's like just ugh, kind of. That's what I'm feeling here. It's like you're kind of feeling stuck. You know, you kind of feeling like not great about the current situation. And you're excited though. You're excited about the possibility of something else, something new, something better. You just don't know how to get there. So seek out your partner. Okay? This is going to be a key factor here. You got to get a friend, a partner, someone on your side who is going to support you. And most likely, this person, because this is what the card represents, this person is going to also benefit from any changes that you make. Okay? Not in a bad way. This could be a win-win for you two, and it might just not be a win for everyone in all things. Okay? Including you. You might have to let go of a couple of expectations in order to get from where you are to the next step. You might not be able to jump a step, okay? And I'm feeling like that. I'm feeling like some of you are like, can I make it? Can I make that jump? When there is a stepping stone in between that needs to be stepped on, needs to be met, okay? So don't jump too far. Don't miss the next stepping stone. You've got to get to that stepping stone. And that might feel like it's going to take too long, or be disappointed, or you're not proving something that you wanted to prove, or whatever it is. I'm kind of like, there's a lot coming out. Oh, yeah, you really do. Wow, listen to me. I'm just like blah, 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 blah here on Sagittarius. This is what you need to do with your partner. This is what you need to do. You need to have that sounding board and just let loose, okay? Do what I just did. That's why that came through. Thank you for that Sagittarius reading. Is there one more card? Yeah, I felt like maybe there was one more card for Sagittarius. You got the Fool here. Be ready for new beginnings. Trust the universe. Everything is going to be okay. That Fool is in the upright position, so don't stop yourself from opening up here. Don't be too afraid. And that dog in the Fool card, that does represent a companion, somebody who's got your back, somebody who's going to support you with whatever this decision is. Thank you for that Sagittarius reading. Okay, let's see who is coming in next. Oh my goodness, I should be checking in here more often because I have so many. Thank you guys so much for all of your comments. Let's see. All right, so we did Saggy, we did Taurus. Hello, hi Jay. Hello from Australia, James. Hello. Thank you so much. You as well. That's funny, Aunt May. Who played Aunt May in the Tom Holland Spider-Man? I don't remember. I have to see it again. That's the way to do it, Stephen. Something new every day. Besa, today we are doing all signs reading. If you can check in another day of the week for one of the other readings, I will do one question per person who comes in. But on all signs days, I just do the all signs, the zodiac sign reading. So pop your zodiac sign in the chat box and I will read that one in order. Same answer for Lighthouse Dreamer. I am reading the comments and let's see. I have not read Leo. I can read Leo next. Good morning, Divine Timing. Hi, JK. I will read Leo next and then Aquarius. Hi, Ana Lopez. All right, here we go. We're going to get a reading for Leo. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Where's my Leo? Where's my Leo? It's in my hand. Could we have a reading for Leo, please? Give Leo some room. Leo is stretching out. They're moving and shaking. I'm feeling the expansion of Leo right now. Like big Leo energy coming in. Let's expand. What does Leo need to know this week? How can we aid in this expansion? What do we need to know? What does Leo need to know this week? I'm getting a lot of cards in my right hand that certainly represent what I'm feeling. Okay, 6 of Pentacles in reverse, 9 of Wands upright. Okay, so the reason some Leos are experiencing expansion right now and ready to kind of transform and alchemize their energy is because they have figured out how to better allocate their energies and their abundances, okay? All of their tools at their disposal, I think they've made a shift. Whether it's a physical, actual shift, like some Leos may have changed their home life or changed their job or changed their relationship, or if it's an internal expansion, an internal shift where they had this one idea kind of holding them back all this time, like that self-imprisonment, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, wait a minute, and they had some kind of light bulb moment, some kind of epiphany, and they're like, that does not apply to me. And it opened things up and they're like ready to go, and they're stepping back in now with this new energy. They had time to reassess. I love that. I love that that's happening right now. Wow. King of Wands in reverse. Maybe you're a little bit unsure of exactly where this expansion is heading, but you're juggling it. You're doing it. I'm getting the feeling that if you haven't, like, maybe you have stumbled just a bit, like this actualization, this realization made you trip up a little bit, or made you change your mojo around, or your tempo, right? And so it kind of like rattled you for a second, and now you're back in alignment. You're back to dancing along, you're back to juggling, but it's a whole new sort of feeling of juggling. And if you haven't had that yet, if this is not something that you have recently experienced, get ready, okay? Queen of Swords in reverse, Queen of Pentacles upright. Yeah, it's not time for thinking and planning. This is big, big, big Leo, okay? This is big picture. This is like, okay, now we're doing this. It's like you see the solution as it's unfolding. There's not a lot of planning about this, and sometimes that can trip up a Leo. I think maybe it is already a little bit, but don't let that get you down, because this is what's needed. Like, do the Leo thing, like do your thing. Big concept, conceptualize, actualize, just sort of dive in and get started, and it's going to be successful. You're going to birth something new, whether this is into the world or something new about yourself that gets to come to the surface and be alive, you know? And then you've got the Fool card. Keep up the good work, Leo. What can I say? I mean, this is really brilliantly Leo. This is such a beautiful, like, keep doing what you're doing. You got it. Like, just do what you do, you know, and just take the space. Just take up some space right now. Like, it's good for you to do that. Do it. Keep moving. Keep doing it. And you'll find your truth. Ace of Swords. It's a great idea. You'll be met with the next best thing, and it's going to be amazing. So if you're not already going through this, be prepared. You're about to, and there's going to be massive expansion, and it's looking beautiful. So just dive in, okay? Leo, thank you for that Leo reading. That was a beautiful Leo reading. I'm really excited for you. Let me shuffle these back in, and I've already forgotten who was coming in after Leo. Let me back up a little. Aquarius. We've got Aquarius coming in. All right. I'll take a little sip of my tea. All right. Aquarius. Could we have a reading for Aquarius, please? How are the Aquarians feeling now that we have entered into Pisces season? Did you have a good birthday? Are you feeling contentment? What are you feeling right now? What do we need to know for Aquarius? Do you guys hear the cat? We have a chunky cat. Her name is Emmy Lou. She's the chunkiest of all the cats. And she is running around playing right now. So if you can hear that, like, sounds like a stampede, that's the chunky cat. She's a sweet cat. A lot of shuffling for Aquarius today. What do we need to know? What do we need to know for Aquarius today? These cards really want to move around. They really do. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of energy right now. I can feel trying to, like, pick a message, you know? Like, I feel like there's a lot going on for Aquarius right now. And Spirit is trying to, like, decide what message to send regarding what. Any Aquarians who are listening right now, I need you to do me a favor and take a really deep breath and just let it go. Just take a deep, deep breath and then let it go, like push it out. Okay, some instability. I mean, that's exactly what we were feeling right now as we were shuffling the cards. There's a degree of instability occurring. Knight of Coal. Well, maybe it's because some of you are experiencing some butterflies. Are any of you listening today experiencing maybe a new love interest? Something that is pulling at your heartstrings. If it's not a new romance, it could be something that you're incredibly passionate about. Something that you're fired up about, and it's creating a bit of instability for you because it's something that you're driven to do. And let's find out. Yeah, step back into it. It's the right thing. Okay, so Aquarians, if you have been experiencing instability, and part of the reason you're experiencing instability is because there's a new thing, even if it's an old thing, it's returning to you in a way that is really tugging at your heartstrings. It's really got you fired up or passionate about something, and it's kind of rocking the boat a little bit for you. Step back into it. Get into it. It's going to be the right thing for you to do. Justice, it's karmic balance. You're feeling rocky right now because things have been unbalanced in this one area of your life for so long that you've grown accustomed to it, and you're getting your sea legs is what I'm hearing. It's like you're wobbly, but you're ready to step back in. And this time when you step back in, go toward the thing that is making you feel fired up and passionate. Go toward the thing that makes you have those butterflies, okay? That's what you want to go toward this time. So harness the instability right now and allow it to kind of nudge you into a direction of greater fulfillment and joy. All right? It's really is being called right now. This Justice card, this is not a flaky card. Okay, the Justice card is pretty serious about its duty. When it comes in the upright position, it's saying it's the right thing to do. And this is the balance needed. And this is the karmic restoration needed. All right. So follow your heart. And then there's Temperance. Yeah. What did I just say? You're going to get your sea legs. Okay. You're getting rebalanced, and you're going to feel kind of wonky for a little bit because things have been so unbalanced that you're going to be like this. That's the Temperance here. Okay. Allow it. Just roll with it. You know how you're driving down the road and you're holding a cup of coffee and you don't want it to spill and you hit a bump? What do? You kind of move the cup along with the bump so that you don't spill it. That's you right now. Do that. Do that. Don't worry. What are you worried about? Follow your heart. You're waiting for the other shoe to drop. You don't have to do that right now. Yeah, you don't have to wait for the other shoe to drop. Just go with it. Just go with it. Okay? It'll make sense. It'll make sense. Magician. This is what's needed. Okay? This that you're experiencing right now feels a little bit weird, feels a little uncomfortable, a little shaky. That's okay. You'll get through it. What's needed is that you follow your heart, follow your passion, and you're going to get to where you need to be. It's like things are going to manifest, alchemize. This is a big year for alchemizing negative energies, okay? You're being asked with these cards here to alchemize the negative energy. Does that make sense? Are you guys all seeing this? Like, make a choice. Do something with this and alchemize. All right, don't get into that pattern of waiting for the other shoe to drop and then allowing this opportunity to pass you by. You don't want to do that. Thank you for that Aquarius reading. This is an exciting month coming up for a lot of you. Feeling pretty good about all this. Are you all kind of feeling that? Are you like, everybody listening right now, are you all like, huh? You feel a bit of a shift? Oh, maybe it's maybe we're out of retrograde and we're like in Pisces. Maybe that has something to do with it. All right, so yes, I have done Leo. Oh, let me back up a little bit. Aquarius checking in. Any new relationship return for Leo? I spent it in the DMV. Well, happy birthday anyway. Very excited for the year ahead. There it is. Already did Leo. She'll have questions tomorrow on Friday. That is correct. Okay, guys, here's been we've done Leo, we've done Libra first, Taurus, Sagittarius, Leo, Aquarius. Scorpio is coming in now. Could we have a reading for Scorpio, please? Could we have a reading for Scorpio, please? I think some of you are like at a crossroads. Like some of you are at a precipice. Like things have been happening, and right now you are getting stillness, finding stillness, and deciding how you're going to react to a situation. And I think for some of you, it's very heavy. It's weighing heavily on you because your instinct is telling you to do one thing, but your wisdom is telling you to do another. So what do we need to know for Scorpio? No. One more. Okay. Here we go, Scorpio. The High Priestess in reverse. Okay. So something that you want to understand about if you're at a crossroads right now, there's more information that needs to present itself before you act. Okay? There's a deep sense of what I'm hearing with this right now is you've got maybe it's your guardian angels or your ancestors or your spirit guides, and they are watching you right now, and they're waiting on tiptoe, on bated breath, to see which way you're going to go, which decision you're going to make. Okay? And they're trying to send you signs. And it's going to be important for you to listen to those signs, because it's like no matter what you do, you're not going to disappoint anyone other than yourself necessarily. I mean, you might disappoint some people here on the earthly plane, but that could happen with anyone at any time. We're always going to disappoint somebody. What I mean by not disappointing anyone is you're not going to necessarily disappoint the support that's coming in from the other side. They're not going to be disappointed. They're just waiting to see what you do. So you got to make a choice, and you do not yet have clarity, and there is a degree of denial. It's like, and I think that that's what's coming in with the instinct versus wisdom and experience. It's like you have this urge, this compulsion to react in a certain way, and you know that's not the way you really want to do it. You're anticipating that that's going to cause the same kind of pattern or problems that it has caused in the past, but you're not really sure that you want to give up that pattern yet. Yeah, this is like going to be a recurring disappointment pattern, and it's what you're attached to. So yeah, Scorpio, you have a choice right now, and the choice is 100% yours, and you got to just choose, just choose which way you want to go. If you act toward this pattern, this habit, this chain, something you're bound to, that's the cycle, that cycle, what you're entering back into. If that's what you choose right now, so be it. You'll have another opportunity in the future to make a different choice next time. Okay, so if you're feeling ready, If you're feeling like you don't want to enter into the same recurring pattern and you're not sure how to break free from this chain, whatever it is, listen to your guides, look for the signs, ask the universe to send you, ask the universe, your higher self, your guardian angels, your spirit guides, ask them to send you signs, and then see how you feel along the way following those breadcrumbs. Okay, if you're not ready to make a different choice this time, that is okay. Then in your time of taking a deep breath, prepare yourself to get through the cycle again as best as you can. Try to do a little bit better than you did last time. Okay? Queen of Wands says you got it in you to do whatever you want. You do. You have it in you. You can pivot any way you want to. You will come up with creative solutions to do this however it needs to be done. If you are interested in making a change, now is a good time to do it because you've got your footing under you. You've got the strength that's needed. You've got the agility present to do that. And this is about going off and like making a new decision, listening to your instinct, your subconscious, your intuition, to move in a different way, to leave some things behind you and to take only with you what you need. And I really love that this card is which one came in, because you see that moon up there. That's your spirit guide. Those are your ancestors and your spirit guides looking out for you and just kind of watching. That's what's happening for Scorpio this week. So, and then we've got Judgment. Listen to your calling, okay? This is not about being judged so much as it is being vulnerable and listening to the call. Okay, using your judgment in a new way with clarity. Okay, so you're encouraged to do things right now as best as you can. And if you need more information on that, I encourage you to look for the signs. Keep an eye out for the signs that come in, because your spirit guides are trying to send them to you. All right? Thank you for that Scorpio reading. Who would like a reading next? Aries, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. Anyone who I haven't read for yet, pop your zodiac sign in the chat box and I will read that next. You're welcome, Derek. Thank you for coming in today. Stop by tomorrow for Third Eye Thursday if you have time. I can do Virgo next. Thank you for that. Could we have a reading for Virgo, please? Reading for Virgo, please. What does Virgo need to know? I need to pull from the Aquarian deck. All right. What do the Virgos need to know this week? What do they need to know? What message is coming in for Virgo? Oh, Ace of Rods. I can't think of a happier card. Well, happy might not be the right word, but this is a great card to start with. This is that Ace of Wands. In this deck, it's the rod, but it corresponds with the rod, the wands. This is like a new opportunity. This is a thumbs up. This is go for it. Okay, big green light. Temperance coming in next. The Empress in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse. The Moon in reverse. Knight of Cups upright. Okay, it's time for some self-love, Virgos. It's time to treat yourself. I think that's what we're hearing. If you have been in any way feeling like you need time off, if you need to get some rest, if you need to turn off the phone and shut the door and turn off the lights to get some quiet peace and solitude, now is the time to do it. Okay? It's like you're about to hit a very busy period. And right now you need to get kind of ready for that. And in order for you to get ready for that, you got to take a rest. You got to pamper yourself a little bit. Do whatever, I don't know, take your vitamins, go for a walk, take a nap, read a book, do the things that bring you peace and contentment without like necessarily being productive. You know, I think that what you're fighting with right now is the idea that in order to prepare for the upcoming busy season, that right now you need to be super productive. That's not what you want to be doing. You need to balance it out. You need to have a little bit of temperance. So first, take a break, okay? Take a little break. This Empress in the reverse position, she's always calling you to take care of yourself. It's time for some self-love. It's not time for self-loathing. It's not time for self-criticism. It's not time to push yourself harder. It's time to love yourself and give yourself, like, receive the energy that wants to come in, the good energy that's needed to move forward. And it is not like, it doesn't feel natural right now. It feels very counterintuitive for a lot of Virgos out there to take a break at the moment because there's so much they have to get ready for. But you really need to, okay? Now is the time. And it's what I'm hearing is now is going to be the only time to take a bit of a rest and catch your breath for a long period. And if you don't take this nap now, you're going to be exhausted and grumpy. Like, you're not going to be happy about the way things are unfolding. You're going to feel overwhelmed. It's time for you right now to do this so that you can ease back into it, coming from the heart center where you love doing what you're doing, where you feel good about doing what you're doing. Like, really give yourself a little bit of time. You're not even being asked really to give yourself a whole lot of time. You can go back to planning in a few days, maybe even a day for some of you, who knows. You'll be able to hit the ground running though. Yeah, don't be disappointed. It's okay. You can let some things off of your plate. You're kind of attached to the hustle and bustle sometimes, and it's really, really hard for you to break away from that. Yeah, but you don't want to force it. You really gotta get some strength. Okay, take a rest, regain your strength, take a breath, and then move on. You don't want to create more problems. Okay, you don't want to experience a lot of pain and heartache if it's not necessary. So yeah, if you try to just like bust through things right now, you're not using very good judgment. You're going to end up being pretty disappointed, and you're probably going to have to, like, you're going to make some mistakes. You're going to have some stumbling blocks. So really, Virgos, now is the time to take it easy. Take a break, okay? Just chill the out, all right? For real. Chill. And then we'll see what the reading is next week, okay? I don't doubt that next week things are going to be very different. I think that what's needed right now for many Virgos is to just take that breath, take that rest. And next week you're going to have a very different reading. because it's coming. Busy is on its way. Oh, thank you, Derek, for subscribing. I appreciate that. And JK, did you put your zodiac sign in here? Have I read your zodiac sign yet? I have read Libra, Taurus, Sagittarius, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Virgo. So anyone in the room who is waiting so patiently for their zodiac sign, I can do Capricorn next. Yes. Have a great day, Derek. All right. Could we have a reading for Capricorn, please? What does Capricorn need to know? What is going on for Capricorn? Capricorn has a dry throat. What do we need to know for Capricorn? Could we have a reading for Capricorn, please? All right. Nine of Rods. This is where you're stopping and pausing and taking a breath before entering back into a project or a goal, okay? The Moon upright. It's the right time to do this. It's like you're feeling like you should probably step back in. You're right. You should step back in. Knight of Cups in reverse. You really don't feel like it. You just do not feel like it. You're kind of procrastinating a little bit. Yeah, and you're allowing distractions to come in. You got to break out of that, Capricorn. You definitely want to break out of that. Yeah, and there's your thumbs up. Like, now is the time. Okay, if you stepped out, just like that Virgo reading a minute ago, like, you're at the place that Virgo's going to be in a couple of days or maybe a week. Like, you have checked out. You have regained your composure. You have taken your break. You've licked your wounds. And now it's time to step back in and finish the job. Okay? So this is that, like, 1, 2, 3, go. You know? Don't let anything else come in to distract you or pull you away from what you need to get done right now. You have a job to do. And now is the time to do it. And you kind of know that, like, you feel it. You feel like it's time to get started again, but you just really don't want to. You just don't feel like it. And you're like, God, do I have to? Yes, you do. You do have to. If you don't do it now, you're going to make it so much harder on yourself. It's like, you know, anything else in the world, when you don't take care of a small task, as soon as it needs to get done, if you wait till the next day, the tiny little 2-minute task now is going to take you half an hour. So you're still in that place where if you jump back in now, that little task, which might not be so little, but it's as little as it's ever going to be. And if you wait any longer, it's going to get bigger and harder to do, but it's not going to go away. It's going to stick with you. It's going to stay around, and it's going to cause you to make some changes. Okay? Like, just get it done now. It's not, you're not committing to anything forever necessarily. You're just sort of changing a little bit. You're moving your trajectory. Okay? You're not going to have this job to do forever, but it's going to be what's needed to get you to where you're going. All right? Queen of Cups in reverse, 2 of Pentacles upright, 7 of Swords. Yeah, I mean, maybe there are some people who are trying to keep you from doing what it is you need to be doing. They might kind of want your attention. They're not ready to let you go. They might be the distraction. They might even, some of them might even be keeping you down, sabotaging you, like on purpose, whether they know it or not. Like it might be sabotage. So watch out for that. If you're a Capricorn and you don't feel like jumping back in and finishing your job right now, ask yourself why. For some of you, it's because you've got a little voice in your ear that's saying, don't go yet, don't go yet. And it's not in your best interest, it's in their best interest. But it's going to end up causing you a lot of harm. So keep that in mind. All right? Yeah. You've worked so hard. You've got so much going for you. This Nine of Pentacles, she is your cheerleader right now. Okay? Step back in there and finish the job and you will be rewarded. It's not just getting something done. It's the fact that by doing this, you're going to reap the rewards of it. Okay? And you've already invested a pretty good bit. And this is not a situation where you're putting good money after bad. This really is a situation where you want to get back in there and bring something to completion. Okay? It's worth it. It is going to be well worth it. So I'm cheering for you. I'm rooting for you. And the Nine of Pentacles is big time rooting for you. You are seen. Your efforts are being seen. And you will be rewarded. Thank you for that Capricorn reading. Okay. Who's coming in next? Well, Aries, the beautiful Aries princess is here, so I will pull for Aries now. Could we have a reading for Aries, please? Oh, Aries, which deck? Which deck for Aries? No, I think we are going to stay with the Aquarian Tarot deck. Okay. And if we need to change it up halfway through, then we'll do that. But I think we're at least supposed to start on the Aquarian. Could we have a reading for Aries, please? What does Aries need to know this week? What's going on for our Aries this week? How does Aries feel today? You guys know it's like 16 degrees where I am outside. It's super warm in this sweater, but outside it's like 16 degrees. Winter is like, I'm not gone yet. I'm still here, going strong, and I'll tell you what, I'm here for it. I used to get so sad, especially February. I was so bummed February and March, like could not wait for spring. I don't feel that anymore. Time flies by so quickly. By the time you're my age, like it all goes by so fast that winter is not something that brings me down anymore. And I have also, in addition to that, I've learned to really enjoy those aspects of winter that allow you to like just calm down, hibernate, let's get quiet, you know. Let all of my cells get realigned by going dormant. Are we ready? Are we ready for Aries? Are we ready for Aries? I think we're ready for Aries. I just saw that trumpet. Seven of Swords. That one makes me nervous. Nine of Swords in reverse. Six of Cups upright. Well, somebody needs an apology. I don't know if it's the Aries who needs the apology or someone in the life of an Aries who needs the apology, but someone has been betrayed or lied to or just not given the whole truth about something, and it has caused them, whoever was lied to, it has caused them a great deal of emotional discomfort and anxiety, keeping them up, you know, at night kind of thing. Like they're very unsettled by whatever this betrayal or lie or untruth is. It's time to give that person an apology. So if you're the Aries who has been lied to, you need an apology. You need someone to give you a good, solid apology in order for you to step forward, to move on. You need to be recognized. And if it's not you, if you have done something to someone else where you've not been totally honest with them, or you're maybe leading them on in some way, or, you know, it's causing them probably a greater deal of discomfort than you're aware of. And it's really important to give them the apology that they deserve. Page of Swords, and you just got to do it. Like, you know the truth. If you, whoever was dishonest is clear on the truth, and they understand that an apology is needed, and you just got to do it. You can't drag this out any longer. You've got to just be clear and do it. And it's got to be like very direct. You can't cut any corners. If someone, if you have been dishonest with someone, you're being told right now that it's really important that you talk to them and you say, listen, this is what I did, and I can see what that has created for you, and I'm really sorry, and it won't happen again. And here's how it's not going to happen again. Like, it needs to be one of those kinds of apologies. And if you are the one who's been lied to, that is the kind of apology you need, okay, in order to move forward. And that is going to shift the karmic energy. This is all it's going to take, okay? The apology. Once the apology happens from either side in the Aquarius, in the Aries life right now, whether it's you or someone else who needs to give the apology, whoever does it is going, like, it's got to be a good one. It's got to be clear. No mishandling of words, no mincing of words. Good, clear apology is what's needed, and suddenly the karmic balance is going to shift. The Wheel of Fortune opens up the new direction. There's clarity, and that's just what's going to be needed. So, you know, if you are the one who needs the apology, go to the person and tell them you want an apology. Tell them what they have done, how it has affected you, and what you want them to do now so that this can have some closure. Okay? This really needs to have some closure. All right, Aries? Yeah, look at that. It's time to move on from this disappointment and get the closure. New opportunity. Ace of What? This is your thumbs up. Green light. Go. Do it. If you need an apology from someone, really important for you to tell them that you need that apology. Get that apology. And if you need to apologize to someone, do it now and do it well. All right. Thank you for that Aries reading. That was really important. It's a pretty simple, it's not easy, but how often do we get like a simple answer, you know, something where it's like, okay, if you just do this, then everything will be okay. You'll get the closure, you'll get past the disappointment, you'll have new opportunities. All of a sudden the energy will shift. All it requires is this action right here. It's so clear for Aries right now. It's not easy, but it's simple. okay? And I encourage you to do it. Spirit certainly is encouraging you to do it. All right. Thank you for that Aries reading. Okay. Okay, Virgo, we have done Virgo. Hi, L Boogie. Virgo was 3 readings ago. So, shoot, I would say try rewinding like 15 minutes and see where you are. The order is Libra, Taurus, Sagittarius, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries. So when you're rewinding, pay attention to these stones as well, and it'll kind of like clue you in to where Virgo is. Okay? So, yes, Virgo has been done. And we will read for Cancer. Thank you for coming in today, El Boogie. It's good to see you. All right, could we have a reading for Cancer, please? Has anyone ever, I'm going to have to look it up now. The cat situation for me today has been pretty like apparent. And Emmy Lou, the same chunky cat, is like sitting right now in a position and she's just staring at a wall. And she looks like she could be a cat in a tarot card. And so now I have to find out, has anyone ever done like a cat tarot deck? I'm sure they must have. I'm sure if I Google cat tarot deck, I will find a plethora of cat tarot decks. At least one. I need another sip of this tea. Reading for Cancer, please. We have a reading for Cancer, please. Six of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so Cancers, it sounds like you have been or you're in a position to be really taking very good care of your relationships, and you're going to be rewarded for that energy that you're putting in. This could be any kind of relationship, but especially relationships that are important to you for one reason or another, like loving a child or being a good partner to someone or reaching out to someone from your past and being a really good friend. Like you're in a position right now where if you put the energy into a relationship, it's going to come back for you big time. You'll be really glad that you did. And for some of you, it may be that you have been for some time, you know, for a long time, actually, since you were young, putting in the effort into a relationship, friendship or something, and you are about to be rewarded for that. It's going to, the appreciation of the depth of this relationship and what has grown as a result of the effort and love that you've put in it is going to be very apparent. And I'm hearing my brother's girlfriend, she says, love is a verb, right? That's this. Love is a verb. And you've been verbing the love. And now you might be in a position where you're thinking, okay, this is where the relationship is. And because it's amazing, now it's time to maybe distance yourselves. I'm getting a really big feeling of children getting ready to leave for college or children getting ready to get married. Yeah, it's like here's the Six of Cups that has to do with children, youth, play, giving, the act of being generous. Can mean old friends, but it's children mostly. And then your Nine of Pentacles, which is the action of loving something, of giving something what it needs and caring for something, and then it coming to fruition, reaping the rewards of your labor. And then this Eight of Cups, wandering. So you see the Six of Cups to the Eight of Cups. It's like for some Cancers out there, you are in a position right now where you are watching your children grow. You're watching them achieve things, and you're seeing them happy and becoming successful, you know, and flying the coop. And transition. Wow, the end of an era. The new beginning of something. Allowing something to come to a close in order to allow it its next chapter. Yeah, I think that in this, you've really given it all you've got. You know, you've all along, you've been giving it all you've got. And it's okay to allow this. I think some of you might be struggling with the concept of letting this relationship now take a new path or a new trajectory. I think some of you are a little bit afraid of letting go of what was, and you're feeling like it's some kind of a failure. It's not. It's not a failure. Yeah, it's just a change. It's just different. It's a new course. You're not feeling great about it, some of you. You're trying to delay the process, but it's happening. Yeah, it's happening. I think you're better off. I really think you and everyone involved is going to be better off if you can allow this transition to occur without feeling like it's a failure. Really honoring the time, the lifetime of whatever this thing has been, and have the comfort in knowing that you have given it all you've got and you've done a great job. Whatever this relationship is, you've done a great job. And if it's time for this relationship to change in some way, it's okay. It's supposed to. It's on to the next chapter. It's not a failure, okay? It's just a change. And it's, you know, it might take a minute for you to adjust to that. But that's okay. You're, you know, really just appreciate it for what it is. That's really important. That's the message coming through today, is really listen to your intuition. That's the moon coming in. Listen to your intuition and navigate this from a perspective of divine feminine energy, where you can look at it and appreciate it at its whole gloriousness, okay? And allow it to change when it's needed. That's part of what you've been doing all along, is allowing and facilitating and fostering this relationship, nurturing it in the way that it needs to be nurtured. And now you don't necessarily want to nurture it in this way because you feel like you're losing something. You're not losing anything, okay? Everything is whole and perfect already as it is, and it's okay to allow it to transition, all right? So Cancer, that was for you. And for any moms or dads out there who are, you know, getting ready to watch their children leave the nest, you did a great job. They're ready. That's what's coming through in these cards here, Cancer. You're not losing them. And if you have children that are getting married, you're not losing a child, you're gaining a child, right? Like, gotta look at it through that lens. Thank you, Aline Barube. Thank you so much. Aline Barube. Yeah, that was for Cancer. It's my day, the journey to ancestors. Marie's D, I'm so sorry, Official King. I cannot pronounce all of the beautiful names that come through this channel. And I hate butchering these beautiful names. Part of the problem is that I can't see very clearly. I need new glasses. But today we are doing zodiac readings. So I've actually done all of the zodiacs except for two. So I've done Libra, Taurus, Sagittarius, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, and Cancer. So if any of those are yours, rewind. And if not, and it looks like we're doing Gemini now. So now we'll do Gemini. And then it'll be Pisces. Oh, now it is time. It is time to change decks. Could we have a reading for Gemini, please? Gemini, please. Gemini, please. Excuse me. Can we have a reading for Gemini, please? All right, let's see. Hierophant coming in first for Gemini. Ah, the Lovers in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse. Holy cow. And then the Six of Cups. Okay, so I'm just going to come right out and say this. This does not apply to every Gemini listening, okay? But for some of you, you are ready to leave your current romantic relationship because you have recently rekindled an old flame. Some of the Geminis out there are in that very specific situation. So you're like, and a lot of you are like married, you know, not a lot of you, some of you, some of the Gemini listening are married and they have not been in a good place with their spouse. They're no longer feeling passionate. They've tried everything that they can to make this marriage work. It's not going anywhere. And all of a sudden they've been like, oh, there's this person from my past coming back in and now you're feeling great. Like you're really interested in this new person from your past, like a new old person. You're going to have to just be honest about it, okay? You're just going to have to be honest about it. Queen of Swords coming through, like just be direct. You're going to have to tell your spouse what's going on. You're afraid to do that. Eight of Swords coming in here. I understand. And the Emperor in reverse. You're afraid to express this out loud because you're believing that it's going to, like, in the worst case scenario, right? You believe that your spouse is going to have a very messy, ugly divorce, or they're going to try to punish you in some way or get back at you. And you're also afraid of just the upheaval of separating a household. Yeah. Justice card coming in reverse. And then the Seven of Pentacles upright. And then the Ace of Wands. So it's like, okay, in order for you to get through this, you understand that what you have to say is not what your partner wants to hear, and you understand that you are not upholding your promise, keeping your promise, right? But there's nothing you can do about it. It's not just about this person. It's really about the dissatisfaction in your marriage already. And this new person coming in is like you're feeling excited about it, and it's like helping you remember how you want to feel rather than how you've been feeling. So you're not being told to necessarily act on this new relationship, okay? What you're being asked to do is express your discontentment and be clear. Be like, we've already tried everything. We've tried the counseling, we've tried the date nights, we've tried the this and the that. It's not working. We're both unhappy. It's time to move on. It's time to put this to an end so that we can go live our lives, you know? That's what you're being told to do right now. That's super specific to some of you. All right, I'm going to actually do another quick Gemini reading because I know that that does not apply to everyone listening. But hey, when the cards come out, I gotta read them. I'm never gonna just like not read them just because it only pertains to a few. So could we have another Gemini reading, please? One that is aimed at, like, you know, just all the Geminis. Just something that all the Geminis can benefit from hearing today. So for some of you, the reading that I just pulled still applies to you even if you're not necessarily in a bad marriage. It applies to you if you are finding yourself unhappy and becoming complacent and sort of melancholy. It's time for you to communicate that you are not in a good place and maybe put an end to some things. So there is that. Is there anything else? Is there anything else? We want a Gemini reading that really makes sense for all the Geminis this week. Here, this feels right. All right, so 8 of Pentacles in reverse, the Emperor upright. So you're going to have to decide, like, if you've been slacking off with things, not taking care of business, it's time to get that moving again, okay? Alternatively, if you've been working on something and it's not working, it's time to change course and work on something else. This Emperor coming in here is suggesting that you need to really look at how the machine is working right now and see if there are some tweaks to be made. All right? Yeah, it might be time to put some things to an end. You've got this 10 of, and that did come through in the first Gemini reading. Okay, so really, for all the Gemini listening, take a look at the things that aren't working and put them to an end. Put them at an end. Just bring them to a close, okay? Stop trying to fix them. That's the message for Gemini. So things that aren't working, just stop trying. You know, it's not quitting. It's like you've been trying to make something work for so long and it's just not going to work. And it's time to just give up on that so that you can focus your energies where things will work. All right. And this is being a good emperor. This is how to run the ship, to be the captain of the ship. You're not going to, you know, keep on, I don't know, I can't even think of a good like metaphor right now, but you're not, if you're trying to make something as a whole work well, you're not going to keep on trying to get blood from a stone, right? That's a good way to describe this. Stop trying to get blood from a stone. Huh. And you'll see that energy begins to flow again. All right, so that was for Gemini. Okay? Beating a dead horse. That's another one. Don't beat a dead horse. Thank you for those Gemini readings. Okay, final Pisces. I'm on my screen here. I'm seeing 12 people in the room and 12 likes. So we got 12, 12. That's an angel number for Pisces, and we're in Pisces season now. Diplomatic. All right, can we have a reading for Pisces, please? What can Pisces expect this first week of their month? What do our Pisces need to know? Happy Pisces season. Well, first things first, they want the fish cards. All right. What does Pisces need to know this week? Ooh, Three of Swords. So what has brought you heartache, Pisces? What's going on with that? Page of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Devil in reverse. World in reverse. Three of Pentacles upright. Knight of Rods upright. Seven of Cups upright. Temperance upright. Five of Swords upright. King of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so you've got a lot of stuff going on here, Pisces, and a lot of your pentacles are in reverse. Okay, so I mean, for some of you Pisces out there, it's your opportunity to also make some changes. It is an opportunity for you to just end the things in your life that you know are bringing you pain and drama and conflict. Some of you are in bad relationships. Some of you are in bad business. Like, some of the Pisces out there have gotten themselves into a rut where they've become very accustomed to dealing with the hardship of whatever they have chosen. They've taken this, like, I made my bed, now I'm lying in it approach to this situation. But then they've just gotten stuck there. Like, they've never considered that maybe they've paid their dues and now they're ready to do something else. Like, some of the Pisces really got stuck there. It's time to branch out a little bit. Okay, Pisces, if you're in that situation where you found yourself trying to be the responsible person and pay your dues and stand in integrity and really come from a place of virtue and value and moral, I think you forgot along the way that you're paid in full, and you paid in full a long time ago, and now you're just there. Like you've been kind of waiting for, it's almost like you were prepared to go with the flow, right? And you're like, okay, we'll do this. And okay, whoops, I made a mistake. Now I'm here. No, that's fine. I'll like do the thing. And you're waiting and waiting and waiting for the next wave to come. And it's not. It's not coming. You got to get out of where you are. Okay? You're really, really stuck in this, and nothing's going to change until you jump. You gotta be the one to do it. And there's a silver lining here. There's a way out right now. If you can get involved with some kind of team, some new group of people, this is like, what I'm hearing is collaboration with people who are going to give you insight on what's needed, and like, it's going to be such a quick solution. They're going to tell you what to do, and you're going to be like, oh, that's all? Okay. And then you have to initiate that, though. They're not going to come to you. You have to initiate that, and then you'll find yourself in a new flow, right? They'll be like, no, go this way. You'll be like, okay, I'll go that way. And then you're going to be out of whatever this has been. Whatever this has been that has been bringing you down. And I don't know what part of your life that applies to. It could be grand scale or it could be small scale. But this week, you're going to be given an opportunity, if you initiate it, to put an end to this part. Like you are paid in full. You don't owe any more. You've already balanced the karma. You've stood in integrity. You've made amends. You've atoned. You've done the thing. Yeah, and really, it's time for you to be like, okay, we're square. We're even. The person that you need to be even with, they're not going to necessarily recognize it. Okay? The King of Pentacles they're going to be like, no, I want more. We're not good here. You still owe me. And you got to be like, no, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, look at what I've done for you. You owe me at this point. You know, it's like one of those things. Page of Swords coming in reverse. The Emperor. You might not know exactly how to have this conversation, and that's where your Three of Pentacles comes in, because you need to know. You need to know what to say, and you have to keep your clarity. You have to keep your wits about you, okay? You can be sort of easily thrown off course by this King of Pentacles in reverse. So your job, Pisces, is to find the area of your life that you have overly paid your dues, and look for some help. Look for a team of people who can help you figure out how to get out of that. And once you found that team of people, allow them to provide you with the understanding of what to say to whoever this King of Pentacles in reverse is. Okay? And then get out. Because you're going to be easily distracted. You're going to be easily persuaded by the King of Pentacles in reverse. They're going to hold something over you, but it's not as important as they make it out to be, and it's probably not even true. They're going to lie to you. Okay? So Pisces, you got some work to do this week. You got some work to do, but you'll be glad you did it. You will be glad you did it. And now is the time. Okay, guys, that's all the zodiac signs. I will be back tomorrow for Third Eye Thursday, where I ask Spirit to give us a message with no prompt cards, no agenda. We just check out, see what Spirit wants to tell us, and then I will answer some questions after that. So make sure you stop in tomorrow if you want some questions answered. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here. I will get the timestamps loaded into this video as soon as it finishes processing. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hello.